ponder that adolescence without protection leads to exposure and danger. I find this concept more appealing. However, upon reflection, it's clear that lacking protection leaves one vulnerable and exposed to risks. It suggests a lack of trust bonds around you, which I find more appealing for my film. Therefore, I believe it could represent adolescence, capturing its essence and vulnerability effectively. Alone. A network of trust. Network. I am talking about a human network of trust. A. Leads. Alex. Position. And to danger. So what I have here, if you look, is like the background of the action. This is how my character starts. The character from the other movie starts with an ambition that overwhelms him. My character starts without a network of trust. This causes her to take action, leading to trouble involving exposure and danger. I need to summarize my story. Initially, that summary might be challenging to create, but it's necessary for clarity. In its raw form, it might not yet include all the elements I anticipate the film will eventually feature. Don't worry about that at this moment. My goal is for you to undertake the task of building a complete small structure from beginning to end. What events must occur in your film for the character to make a move? Through what you have determined in your premise, here I have something written. It's very brief, very basic. During a vacation in southern Chile, 13-year-old Claudia will find herself in a predicament involving an adult while traveling with her mother. I'm very interested in the adult because remember that I had determined that it's the character versus another character, and I want that other character to have enough authority. To create a conflict for the teenager, if the character is 7 years old and encounters another character, my protagonist, who is 13, then for my protagonist it's very easy. Since I want to put her in difficulty so that she has a real problem to solve, I have to put her in front of someone authoritative. That's why I choose it has to be an adult. And to solve that initial problem, she must face a risky situation. Imagining this structure, I am reaching, I believe, a point where the tension is palpable and engaging. Quarters of the short film, I still haven't reached the end because I don't say, and what happens to the character after facing that dangerous situation? What does my character discover that without going through that situation, she would never have reached that place? Do you remember the train journey, right? I am making her travel. And where does it arrive? Which station? A precise station which has a precise emotion. Now thinking, I believe that maybe the best thing is that after that dangerous situation, she will expose herself to a dangerous situation that will make her discover and assess the bonds of trust. What are her bonds of trust? I have to think. Well, is that her mom? I had an idea. My character should have a dog, which I think is fitting. But the dog that she doesn't like. I suspect her dog might be the cause of her initial trouble, prompting her to tackle the issue and find a resolution. This situation could be a pivotal part of her journey. She puts herself in a dangerous situation. Maybe there the dog helps her and she establishes a new relationship with him. I am interested in the change being in the teenager's world. I'm not that interested in the shift occurring within the teenager's realm alongside the adult. The adult world may lead her into complications, yet she remains in her own space, her most intimate setting, where the dynamics of a relationship undergo transformation. That seems important to me because I think I am respecting the nature of my character. I am not making her have a relationship or forcing her to have a relationship with something she naturally wouldn't have. So I'm going to note here, dog, I still have many doubts, but well, these are first ideas that come to mind, right? And those ideas also need to be respected because they come for a reason.